am I streaming to? All right. Is it working? Okay, I think it's working. Am I live? Am I live? Let me see. Okay, we have that there. Okay. Go to my channel. Live. Okay. So, is it working? Is it? Go to my channel. Hey! How are you? Oh, there are a few people here. Yes. Okay, so we do have people in here. How's it going, folks? And sorry, I'm still trying to get everything situated. And I am making sure that everything is running. It's taken a minute. Okay. Let me see. I open up this. That's working now too. Perfect. So everything appears to be working. I think. So we have that open here and that open there. Okay. Now, if I could view... My bad. I swear, one day I will get better at this. I swear. Docs, scenes, scene selection, tools. Where do I have it? Sorry, I am looking for the chat. I know, I'm really bad at this. Naneo, hey, how's it going? And Skylar, how are you? Yes, I am here today. So, we are... I didn't even have a plan, really, today. So, not sure what we're doing. I did promise to go live soon, and we were going to do that. I want to... You know what? We should record today. I think recording would be a good idea. Ooh, is it warm where you are, Naneo? I don't know the weather in Europe. I'm really terrible. Okay. Let me... I am going to take a look at Reddit. Does anybody have any maybe scripts that they wanted to see done? Because I think that sounds like a good idea. Anyway. Yes. Oh, wow. Everybody's here right now. You were all amazing. And uh, why are my eyes closed? Okay. Okay. Sorry, my model's acting weird. I'm still. It's been so long since I've streamed, and I'm so sorry, guys, that it may be a little more chaotic than usual. Oncey, Kenny, Voodoo, you're here. Oh my. You know, I am a huge fan of your work. Just just thought I'd throw that out there. And thank you so much because it's been great to see you on here the past couple days. I am opening up Reddit for now. Oh, excuse me. Because there was, well, it's the second part to the one that I just recently did that I wanted to record. And I feel like recording live is a great way to do it. I know it's been forever, and I'm going to get into that. I've had some stuff going on this year, and I've had a few health issues that I'm still kind of figuring out and working through. Well, not me figuring it out, doctors are figuring it out. Um well, earlier this year I had a stroke and had to be hospitalized for a little bit, and that kind of put that kind of threw things a little wacky for me. Um they don't even know what caused it or anything, and I'm fine, recovered completely within like I think like half a day. But it kind of threw things a little crazy. Um and things have been going kind of weird because I I'm fairly healthy and work out a lot and try to do everything right, and it was just really weird. Um there was some stuff in my blood that they still haven't been able to figure out, and I'm still going through tests to do it. Uh they actually called me a few days ago to tell me they still don't know what it is, and they're sending me for more tests because one of the things, sorry, I didn't script this or plan this out, so it might be a little all over the place. But one of the things that they found, or the main thing, is that my iron was down to like nothing almost. So they did, I got infusions for a little bit, and it was okay for a little while, and then as soon as the infusion stopped, it just dropped back down. And they're trying to figure out what that could be. So they say it's probably bleeding somewhere, but I don't have any problems. Like I don't have any stomach issues, any pain, anything like that. So they're telling me, "Oh, you might have some bleeding in your stomach." I'm like, "I don't have anything wrong with me." And so it's just a mystery. And I'm going in for more scans and stuff later this month that I'm getting very tired of, to be honest. But yeah. Yeah, it was scary. It was probably the scariest thing that's happened to me ever. Cause it it's weird. You don't feel any pain or anything at all. It's just part of your body will just kind of stop working, and you can't really control it. Like for me it was my right side. Things just went completely numb, and it was really crazy. Like my daughter was there with me, and she ran inside and got help, and yeah. But like it was weird because by the time the ambulance got there, I was completely better. Like I could talk again and yeah, I couldn't talk or anything, but I could talk again and all that as like almost as soon as the ambulance got there. So it went pretty much as well as it could have, I think. And yeah, so everything's been kind of up in the air a lot. Um, that and this year's been kind of crazy busy too, because uh, I think most people know my son is on the spectrum and he has some pretty severe behavior issues. And he's just been needing me a lot more lately. And he has been with me like 24/7. And he's very, very needy and talkative. And there's been times when I've tried to stream or record with him, and he gets very upset because it's kind of funny. Like, he will be fine not talking to me for a little while and he'll just do his own thing. But as soon as I tell him, hey, daddy needs quiet right now, he like freaks out. And just the idea of him having to be quiet makes him really not want to be quiet for some reason. So he'll start getting very upset with me when I tell him that I'm going to stream or record or anything. So now that he is back in school right now, I have some time available to do these things. But yeah, I really hope they figure out what's wrong too. They say that it might be something to do with my stomach, but I don't have any problems that I've noticed like at all. So it's just kind of weird. And then of course I have other family members telling me like, "Oh, it could be cancer, it could be this." I'm like, "Okay, thanks guys. Don't be telling me that." I know. Well, yeah, see, I tell him like I won't tell him. I'll try not telling him to be quiet, but he sees me setting up stuff and sees me getting the microphone all together and he sees me turning off all the fans and then he knows that I'm about to record or something and he gets very upset. But yeah, I've tried to be all sneaky and hide it, Kenny. I've like I've tried to get all like have him go in the room, set him up with a movie or one of his games or something, and then yeah, um, he'll come out and he'll see me like going around and preparing everything, and he knows like you're gonna record. Oh no, I have to be quiet. Oh no, I have to turn off all the TV. I'm like, no, dude, you can watch TV in the bedroom just fine, and he like gets very upset about it. So yeah, it's I know because I have ADHD myself and I have diagnosed OCD where I like get very concerned about things that normally people aren't concerned about and I know logically that I shouldn't be, but there's little voices in my brain that make me kind of obsess over these things and freak out about them. Um yeah. But yeah. Everything's good now. A lot of it made me in kind of a weird headspace for a little while. So that's why I kind of vanished from social media. And I didn't want to go and like be talking about it constantly because it was like the only thing on my mind for a while. So I just kind of faded away. So I'm really sorry about that. I didn't mean to like vanish, but I knew that I would probably be talking about it nonstop, and I didn't want to do that. So yeah, but things are good. Everything's good now. I just still going through trying to figure out what exactly happened. That's all. Um, and it is, yeah, it's it's a little stressful, but also, um, recording the new audio and putting it up the other day, it like really made me feel better than I have in a very, very long time. So yeah. Um, and also seeing all of you guys. And I cannot thank you enough for everybody that stuck by here and everybody that telling me that things are all right and not to be sorry for stuff. I know, I know logically you're right, but there's my brain doesn't register it for some reason, and there's part of me that's telling me it's okay, don't worry, but then the big part of me that's telling me to worry. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who's experienced that, so you guys probably know what I'm talking about, I hope. But yeah. Um so yeah, that's what's going on. But other than that, things are pretty good. And getting back into recording and getting back into doing sound effects. Oh my gosh, sound effects are still one of my favorite things in the world. Like, I love creating scenes with sound effects. It's like my absolute favorite thing. But yeah, you know what? I don't think, maybe not streaming today. Maybe playing a game would be the way to go. Just to have something chill, you know? And let me see. Okay, I think that's how to do it. I'm trying to remember how to work OBS. I know, I'm really bad. I'm really trying. Yeah. Let me see. This window. Let's get it on the right window. Please work. Okay, yay. Okay. So, there we go. Game is open. And I will turn my volume down just a little bit because it's getting a little... Okay. There we go. Yay. Why is it saying start a new game? Oh no. Oh, that's right. When I started this game, it was on my old computer. I completely forgot. That's okay, though. Okay. Anyway. Yes, thank you, Voodoo. I'm sorry, I wasn't looking at chat for a few minutes, but now I am. Yes, thank you. I am trying to do all that to take care of the fam and trying to manage my time better than I have been before. Ooh, horror game. I haven't actually played a horror game for a while. Oh no, I'm sorry. There we go. Is that better with the game? Is... There we go. I think that's better. Okay. How is that? Okay. I think that's better. I think. Somebody tell me, is that okay? Okay. Perfect. So now, yeah, I forgot I started this game when I was on my old computer. But that's okay. And now I need to figure out what the buttons are again. I forgot. Okay. Or maybe... Oh wait, I can use a controller. That's even better. Yay! Alright. We are all set. Okay. Okay, so... Let's try... The game's not too loud or too soft, is it? And my... voice? How's the voice? Is voice okay? Okay. Got it. But yeah, so yeah, I think I didn't script this or anything because it was kind of like I have time to stream. I want to stream. I miss streaming. But yeah. So that's the info that I've kind of been quiet about, and I'm sorry for being so quiet about all that and kind of vanishing. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why I got so kind of embarrassed, but yeah. But I will, now that I've said it, I'll be giving regular updates as things go, you know. But yeah. So, and oh, hey, Sensory. I didn't see you there a minute ago. But yeah. Anyway. So we're going to start Recettear again because I didn't realize it was on my old computer. Oh, for the love of... Oh, she's still asleep. Hey. There we go. Does she really not understand how important today is? I can't eat another bite. Thank you. I really do appreciate all of you being so understanding. I knew all of you were really understanding about all of it, but there's still like, I don't know if you guys know that I guess whenever anything happens, I constantly think that it's my fault, and I'm constantly worried about everything just going to hell and people being mad at me for everything. Hey, Banshee. I hope you're doing well, Banshee. I actually just listened to one of your beautiful audios this morning. It's always amazing. But yeah. But anyway, I'm hoping things will get back to a regular schedule soon. I'm just still trying to get bearings, and yeah. Thank you, Kenny. But I can always find room for yummy candy. Of course there's always room for candy. When is there not room for candy? Wake up, please. Oh gosh, this is like me trying to wake up my kids. When's it? Oh, Tyr, good morning. We do not have time for good morning, Russet. Wait a minute. Are you planning on spending the rest of your day dreaming about sweets? Hold on. This isn't the beginning. Okay, maybe it did save my previous game. Okay. Today is the day we set for opening the store. Yeah, in the beginning's when they meet each other. So, yeah. Oh, we did? Oh yeah, we did. Merde. I'm surprised they said that in this game. I don't know. For those of you that know French, merde means shit. Listen, go wash your face, make yourself presentable. And then join me downstairs for the storefront. Wait, what's good news? Oh, yeah. Oh, Skylar. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. Oh, I'm... Seriously, it really blew me away, the reception that I got after posting the other day. I honestly really thought that there would be nobody here that would listen to my stuff anymore because I was gone for so long. But you guys are just so amazing and lovely, and it seriously made me feel amazing seeing all of you enjoying the work and liking it as much as I enjoyed making it. And I didn't expect anyone to be honest. So thank you. All of you made my day. Just completely. Okay, I'll be right down. Yes, enough. Yeah, mushy. Yeah, even though I'm feeling very, very mushy. Yeah. Hey, sorry I kept you waiting. Okay, Tyr, let's open the shop right now. Capitalism ho! Does that mean capitalism ho? She's a capitalism ho? No, that's not what it means. Patience, Resset. It's a virtue you will need. We need to take care of a few matters before we open officially. Huh? Like what? Oh, thank you, Voodoo. Well, I somehow doubt that a store without anything to sell is going to attract all that much business. What is... Oh, we need stuff to sell. Oh yeah, we don't have anything to sell. So, what do? We don't just sit here and, like, hope stuff falls into the store? To start with, we need to establish a stock of items for the store. If we have nothing to sell, we can't claim to be much of a shop. That's true. So, where should we go to get stocked up? The best way, I think, would be to visit either the town market or the Merchants Guild. We need to give our regards to the head of the guild regardless. So that should probably be our first stop. Oh, that's the place run by the old guy, right? I would say not calling him the old guy will be good. The guild operates as a wholesale for local merchants, so if we stop by and we can purchase the initial stock, it would not hurt to give polite regards to the guild chief either. To grovel or give polite regards. Is it giving polite regards to grovel? Is groveling polite? I don't know. Especially since the guild is the organization that allows us to operate here in the first place. Okay, got it. Then let's go right now. When you want to leave the shop, head to the front door, currently located in the upper right-hand corner of the store. Aw, but I wanted to leave through the window like an action hero. To eternity and... Oh, she's mad. We made the fairy mad. Oh, okay. I want a fairy. I want a kind of like grumpy fairy to follow me around. I think it'd be fun. Okay, so we are going to... Did she say Merchant's Guild or Adventurer's Guild? Merchant's Guild, I think. Ah. Hello. A girl and a fairy. You two are... Yes, you're Resset and that lone shark. Well, that is not, well, an incorrect statement. Could I ask that you refrain from calling me a lone shark? That's right, mister. She and I are partners. Don't be mean. Haha, forgive me. Partners it is. So, how are the preparations for running that shop coming along? Quite well, thank you. In fact, we plan to open today, so we stopped by in order to show our gratitude for your help. Okay. Now, I don't know if this is just because I have a penchant for voice acting and having fun doing it and, like, trying to make things sound authentic. The way that they have things broken up here, and I know it's because of the translation, like, because a translator will get so many cards at a time and they'll translate directly from those cards. Because of the way that it's broken up, it makes it sound really awkward. Like, it'll be one half of the sentence with the other, and then the first half will sound like it's supposed to be said in a certain inflection, and then the second half will make the sentence sound totally different. So I'll be saying it halfway through, and then I get the second half and like, oh, that's what they meant. Oh my god. Yes, I know. Really weird pet peeve, but it drives me insane. As someone who enjoys reading and doing funny voices, that it drives me mad. To show our gratitude for your help. Ha! Very good. You two know what's what. If you have any problems, let me know. I'll be glad to help. We appreciate your kindness. Thank you, sir. We appreciate your kindness. Thank you very much. Not a problem at all. So, you came straight here to pick up some merchandise, right? Well, up to the counter then. Let's get you two sorted. This is our first time stocking up. Our funds are limited, so do not go completely overboard. I recommend purchasing no more than 10 items. KO! Time to stock up a bit then. Step on up, eh? Oh wait, it was a step on up. Okay, my bad. Okay. Oh my. Wait, where does it say how much money we have? Oh, yeah, Okay. Let's buy 2 swords. A dagger. Staves, bows. A laundry pole. Wait. Why is a laundry pole more expensive than a focus staff? Like, shouldn't the focus staff be more? Okay. Get some gloves to have a little bit of armor, I guess. And then... clothes. Let's go with 2 clothes. Perfect. I think we have enough. But yeah, thank you, Nano. I wasn't sure if anybody else would understand that feeling, but I'm very particular about voice acting stuff. Like, I was... Seriously, since I've been a little kid, I would be the kid who watches cartoons and then complain, like, I don't know who told me this, like if a family member told me this or I saw it somewhere, but I would say, okay, what director okayed that performance? Like, when I was little, like, because I understood that there was somebody behind a microphone speaking for the character, and there were some that I would hear and would be, oh no, that's not good. But I was like, I think like maybe 6 or 7 years old when I started doing that. I'm very particular about voice acting. I know, I'm weird, but yeah. Okay, we have what is the guild? Base price between them. That's what the Merchants Guild is for. We manage wholesaling and keeping prices stable throughout the city. That's why we require that everyone who wants to do business around here register with the guild. Don't worry, your store receipt is already in the books. It ain't all just paperwork and red tape, though. Now that you're a member, you can pick up stock for your shop here. And you will get access to a few other benefits, too. We're here to help, so feel free to make use of us, okay? All right. Think, what can we do here? That's all done. What's fusion? Once a few merchant levels are under your belt, you'll be able to fuse items. See, right there. It stopped, and then it started up the sentence again, and it just sounded weird the way that I read it. There's quite a few items you can only get by using fusion, so I'd get real familiar with that furnace if I were you. Remember, what you put in affects what you get out of the fusion. If you put in some materials of, say, +2 quality, then you'll get an item of similar quality as a result. Keep an eye on what you're fusing as well. You don't want to waste good materials on some mediocre thing that you can just buy somewhere else. Another thing to keep in mind, it can be real tempting to keep your best quality items to yourself for personal use. But your customers know quality goods when they see them, and you'll earn lots of respect if you sell top-shelf merchandise. There's a couple of stages to what you can pull off with the fusion. As you pick up some merchant levels, so experiment, and be sure to come back here often to see what you can make. Okay. I think we're good. Right then, that will be all. Yep, it's perfect. She's so adorable. We shall then return when our stocks run low again. Haha, I am looking forward to it. Here, a little something extra, just as a startup gift. Yay, walnut bread. Thanks a bunch. All right, little lady. Give 'em your all. Capitalism, ho! Well, Adam Smith would be proud of us, at any rate. I don't know who Adam Smith is. And I'm guessing nobody else knows either because you're all at the same point I am. Okay. Let me see. I think back to the shop. Very well. It's time to give you a crash course on the basics of running an item shop. Okay, what to do first? First, we need to put some items on display. If we do not have our goods out for the people to see, we can hardly expect the customers to buy them. Oh, after all. Oh, thank you, Skylar. Startup gift. Oh, that's what I was going to do. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I was just turning on a light. Once you know where you wish to place something, choose what you wish to place in that spot by presenting it with the primary button. Primary button? You will understand when you try it, trust me. Now remember, what you place will affect how people perceive the store. So, think carefully before you place something. Right. Now then, to start off, why not line up what we purchased on the counters? Okay. My little boy's doing good. He started middle school this year. So he's very stressed and very, kind of worried about everything that's going to happen in middle school and how the classes are going to be and everything. So it's a lot of reassuring, a lot of trying to get him to understand things and to get him to understand that some things might not be as important as he thinks they are, or that some things may not affect him like he thinks they're going to affect him. Yeah. It's a lot of that. Let's put worn sword here. May I speak with you a moment? Oh, what does she want to speak with me about? Sure, what is it? Those counters by the window. Items you place in there are visible to anyone passing by on the street. As such, putting eye-catching items in the sort of thing that makes you think, I want to buy this more than anything, on your counters is a core principle of running a shop like this. A very real way, those counters are the face of the shop. Oh, in a very real way, those counters are the face of the shop. And what is placed there greatly affects interest in our business. So, choose what to place there very, very carefully. Wow, I never thought about it like that. Okay, I'll be careful. It's so funny too. Some of the little Japanese phrases in here. Oh, I will. Thank you so much, Skylar. I've been learning Japanese lately. I have a thing for languages. I always have. And I've been using a few apps to try and learn Japanese lately. And some of the things that they say, some of the things they say out loud, they kind of match up with what the text is saying, but not really. And it's always funny to see how anime translations and video game translations kind of don't really match up, and they might portray something different than what the original writer was trying to portray. And it's just funny to me. There was one part, oh gosh, I forgot what it was she was saying, but Tyr was saying something about the items, but the words that were being said in the audio they said desune, which in Japanese, it's like, oh, doesn't it? Like it's hot out, isn't it? Or something. It will be said like at the end of that sentence. And it just didn't match up with what the text was. And that's always really interesting to me. Ooh. Oh, I love Inuyasha. Inuyasha is like probably my favorite anime ever. I never finished Demon Slayer. I want to finish it. I'm on like season 2, I think. And The Devil is a Part-Timer. I think I started reading that on Webtoons. Maybe I'll start that up again. Gosh, this past year, I kind of fell off with everything. Like, I fell off with being on here. I fell off with social media. And I kind of stopped reading a lot of the comics that I was reading and stuff like that. Just, everything's been kind of wild. And I'm trying to get back to normal. And, yeah. But we're getting there. We're getting there. Let's put leather glove there. But yeah, just so... I don't know, I'm kind of rambling, but kind of... I guess that's what I'm here for today. I want to ramble and update everybody on things and stuff like that. You know? Bungo Stray Dogs. I don't know if I've ever heard of that. Um... One... Oh my gosh. I forget what it was that I read last. It was, something like starting over with the villainess or something, and this girl was a villainess, and she was, like, isekai'd into, like, a normal world. And I started reading it. I didn't get very far, but it was really good. That and oh, there was another really silly webtoon that I read. I should catch up on that one too. I really want to catch up on that one. It's called Mage and Mimic. It's kind of done like a silly animation, and it's this really goofy mage who comes into contact with a mimic, and this mimic is just absolutely adorable and tries to protect him from the other monsters and everything. And then he helps the mimic get away, and they escape from the dungeon that she's in. And I think I left off when they were like first getting out, and then his whole party like is like, well, good luck, we're not going to travel with you anymore. And then they go to like the first village, and that's where I left off on that one. But I want to get that started again. But yeah, it's called Mage and Mimic. It's just super silly, super cute, and I have a weakness for really cute stories. I know, I'm weird. Actually, I'll be right back. Give me just a minute. Okay, back. Sorry about that. Ooh. What do you mean sports manga? Yuri on Ice. I think I've heard that title before, Yuri on Ice. Um I read this one a while back. It was about boxing. I know you mentioned put in a box, but it yeah, my brain makes odd connections. But as a sports manga, it was about boxing and this guy who was a boxer. And I forget what even happened now, but yeah, it was. That's the only sports manga that I've really read. No, don't melt. I like having you guys around. Okay, I think we have everybody on display, or everything on display. Alright, that should be it for displaying our wares. Are you sure it doesn't look dumb? Don't worry, everything looks good enough for a first attempt. Now, I need to teach you how to actually sell things. Please go sit at the counter. Righto! I think I did this part before, but it's been quite a while. We're going to sit at the counter. Ooh, I have a little cushion to sit on. Well then, the items are in place. Now you need to learn how to actually sell things to people without embarrassing yourself. Ah, Werewolf Bride, I'm sorry, I had Twitch chat clicked over and I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. You know what? Is there a way that I could see? Is there a way that I could see my chat for both Twitch and YouTube at the same time? No? I hope. Maybe not. Made of chocolate and you're gonna melt. Ooh. Chocolate is wonderful though. Sometimes I wish I was made of chocolate. No, maybe not. Well, if you're made of chocolate, what would you... If you ate yourself, would that just, like, regenerate? Or how would that work, I wonder? Yeah, I know, that was a little too silly, but yeah. Actually sell things to people without embarrassing yourself. Okay-ro. Okay-o. Ah. So, to start with, I will lecture you on the actual process of selling an item that we have displayed. Yes, Professor. If the students do not listen, they do not get any credit. Right. I think it's funny, I'm kind of like imagining a fairy as like a totally stuck up, like super prim and proper. Because, you know, you think of fairies as like free spirits and all that. Kind of like Puck in Midsummer Night's Dream or whatever. But this fairy, she's like all prim and proper and everything super strict. It's just funny to me. Now then, when a customer enters, be sure to greet them with a nice big welcome. Welcome? Greeting the customer helps them feel comfortable and relaxed. Make it out of a mold. Yeah, you know? So, like, if you're made of chocolate and you ate your finger, so you're eating the finger and it's going back into your body, wouldn't it just regenerate? Like, I would think that would work. Right? Oh, right. You're from England. My mom's grandma is actually from Ireland, and my mom would tell me stuff about fairies sometimes when I was a kid. And yeah, they've used fairies as like scary things. Which I know it's like it's kind of interesting. Nowadays we have more of the like traditional stories about stuff in media, or I guess more not more traditional, but they have like the traditional idea of magical things in media more, like the changeling fairies and the like evil fairies and stuff like that. But for some reason, when I was growing up, and maybe I shouldn't say when I grew up, for the 90s, but fairies were like whimsical and just fun, cute little things. But now seeing the media portray them as more of their like traditional stories, they're scary. Which I think is really awesome too. Like, yeah, the idea of magical creatures that aren't so nice, it's just kind of fun. Greeting the customer helps them to relax. Okay, maybe this is like a change in the times or whatever, but yeah, we're always told greeting the customer helps them feel comfortable. Honestly, when I'm going shopping or when I'm going somewhere out, if somebody like greets me and talks to me, I just like stiffen. Like, I'm like, leave me alone, please. And it, I know, it's weird. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize fairies were a thing in Jamaican culture as well. Like, I know nothing about some cultures. I actually know quite a bit of mythology, but I know a lot of Greek and Norse mythology. Norse mythology is amazing. Actually, they all are, but I just really like Norse mythology. And another one is, like southern mythology, like oh gosh, like some of the like voodoo type mythology. I haven't read like very extensively on it, but the stuff that I have read, it's just fascinating. And some of the spirits, and they're not really gods, but some of the like spiritual beings that they believe in, they are scary as hell. I have a thing for stories and myths, and I just love it all. I really do. Writing like a Spanish cow? Wait, Spanish cows write? I didn't know cows could write. No. And no, you're not stupid. Never. Well, in the store, their comfort is fundamental to our business. Remember that as we continue. Now, a typical customer will find an item they want on our displays, and then they will come over to the counter and pay for it. Allow me to demonstrate. Oh. Okay. Let me see. Wait, I may have a way to get my... Oh my gosh, where's... You know, maybe I should watch a video on how to deal with OBS again. Oh. Blue, not blowed. Okay. What you said, I'm guessing it's like a cultural phrase or like a cultural way of saying something, because it went way over my head, Naneo. Like I'm not sure what it's probably like a cultural phrase or saying that I just don't understand. But yeah. Where is it? Edit, view. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the chat window. And I really don't see it. Huh. Oh, wait. Okay. There we go. I think I found a way to see the chat window. Okay. I think I found a way to see it. So now I can see both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Perfect. I just have to do it on the Restream page. I distinctly remember there was a way to do it on OBS itself. So like I could have the chat window out of the window and like have it right here next to my game. But I don't see how to do it anymore. Sorry, I know like that's getting technical and probably boring the hell out of everybody. But yeah, like for those that know streaming software and stuff, which I do not actually know much about streaming software. I know the basics. But I need to get better at it. I'm just trying to find a way to pull the window out of the page so that I can just have the chat window. But it's not letting me. But it's okay. I have Restream open next to my game and it'll work that way. It's okay. We are good. You are plenty good at speaking and typing, and also, you are extremely good at drawing and creating images, so I think that makes up for it, even if you aren't good at it, which you are, and yeah, I know, that went way over, but Naneo, you're a wonderful person. Don't beat yourself up. Let me demonstrate. Longsword, base price 1,200. What they want will be in the target window. You will also be able to see the name and base price. Pay close attention to that base price. Also, if you press button 3, you can view expanded information to the item in question. Consult the custom.exe program included with your Recettear if you wish to check or alter the button configuration. Wait, Button 3, custom.exe, focus reset. Your life is hard enough to control as it is. Okay. Now then, next you must decide what price you wish to offer. In general, you want to try and name a price higher than the base price. Try naming a price, if you will. Let's see. You know what? Let's go. Let's try this. 200%. 208% of the base price. Okay. Yes, very good. That is how you adjust your offer. As might be obvious, if a customer is satisfied with your offer, it is a sale, and you get a little bit of experience along with money. Okay, have fun. Enjoy lunch or dinner. I don't know what time it is there. It's probably about dinner time there, I think. If your price is too high, however, a customer can simply walk out. Learning to determine the proper price, there lies the challenge. Now, if a customer disagrees with that price, but not so much that they want to storm out, then you can negotiate. Remember what I said about comfort earlier. That is the key here. Offer a price, but do not make it so outrageous that the customer feels you are not acting in good faith. So, if they disagree but stay, offer a new price. Ideally, you will lower your offer a little, and they will take it and give you a sale. Some customers may just be trying to sniff out a better price, when they are really willing to pay your initial price, however. Whether or not your risk is testing that possibility is up to you. How long can you keep haggling? Well, that depends on how regular a customer the person in question is. As we are starting out, you will not be able to haggle for very long, but after customers begin to trust us a little, you can haggle for a longer period of time. Well, time to put the theory into practice. Okay. Ah, welcome. Could I get this, please? Okay. I pick a price, right? Needs to be higher than the base price. Press the up button. We are going to go with 2,400. So that is 200% of the base price. Okay. Oh dear, if you try and charge this much, the customer is likely to throw the item in your face and storm out. You know what? It's my store. I can charge how much I want. Let's go with 166% of the price. At this level, you will likely end up haggling a little. All right then, now for the fine art of haggling. Haggling is something I've never been good at. Theoretically, what you wish to do is lower the price slowly. But as I mentioned, there is a limit to how long you can haggle. Oh, it's totally okay, Voodoo. And I so much appreciate you staying, and everybody else who's staying. I appreciate all of you. And yeah, like I said, it seriously makes my day that all of you enjoy my company and enjoy my work so much. Like, you have no idea. The idea is to deduce a customer's desired price and go from there. You say deduce desired price, but how do I? A large number of stores sell at about 30% over the base price. It is not a hard and fast rule, but people will usually accept that price level. Usually. If you can manage to go over that, you will make a lot of money. But you do not want to risk driving away a customer. Right then. So, as a customer, I am haggling. Could you make it just a bit cheaper? Okay, gotta make it cheaper, but not too cheap. See, now this is where I would probably say to them, like, well, if you want cheap items, I don't sell cheap items, bruh. Let's go 1800. Yeah, let's go 1800. Okay, so it's 150. This is technically cheaper, but still too high. It would be up to the temperament of the customer as to whether or not you make the sale. Well, that covers just about everything. Now, let us put the entire lecture into practice all at once. Getting ready for work. Ooh, you're going to work late. Like, it's evening time if you're in Britain, right? I think in the UK it's evening time right now. If you can sell me an item, you will be ready for what lies ahead. Let us begin. Hello, welcome to Recettear. I would like this, please. Whoa, bro. Base price is 3K? Let's go with... Let's go with 4,500. Okay, let's try. Could you go a little lower, perhaps? This customer's getting picky. Okay. 140. Could you go a little lower, perhaps? See, this is why I'm not good at haggling. Like, I would either get mad and insulted, or I would be like, okay, fine, and just give them their price right away. Like, because I don't like haggling. It makes me very uncomfortable. Overlong haggling will anger customers. Try again. Hey, you told me that I could go 30% above the price. Tier, I'm not happy with you right now. We will try again. Keep the principles of salesmanship in mind. Hello, welcome to Recettear. I would like to buy this, please. 7 p.m. Yeah, you know, it's weird. I'm a total night owl. Like, I very much enjoy doing all my work and things like that at night as well. And yeah, I totally understand. Could you go a little lower, perhaps? Let's go with this. Yes, an excellent price. Well, I wouldn't call it an excellent price, because it's not what I wanted to sell it for, but fine. Thank you so much! Yay! I sold a steel sword for 3,700 pix. Excellent. Let us try and do that one more time, just to be sure. Hello, welcome to Recettear. Okay. Right. So for 130%. Yes, an excellent price. Thank you so much. Yay, sold the steel sword for 3,900 pix. I wonder what pix stands for in this game. Like, what does the word pix mean? Expertly done. If you ever wish to practice again, simply ask me. Anytime we are in the shop. And that is it. Essentially, how it goes. You are quite good for someone who has never done this before. Really? We still have a bit of time left today, so let us go ahead and open the store proper. If anyone comes in, simply handle them in the same way that we just practiced. Whoa! Are you sure it'll be okay? Do not worry. As the saying goes, salesmanship is more of an art than it is science. You'll learn as you go. Now then, I will open us up. Go on and sit at the counter. Okie day. Welcome. Can I help you with anything? Now, this'll be handy. Okay. So, let's go. We're gonna go 133. I think the double threes will be lucky. I hope. Bit expensive, isn't it? Well, bro, it's really good bread. Like, it's some bomb bread. You'll love it. I'm telling you, you'll love it. Yes, that will be fine. Thank you. Please come again. Glee. I wonder, does anyone actually do that? Does anyone actually say glee when they're happy? Wait, I only got to sell one thing? Congratulations, you did well. I sold stuff. Yeah. Oh man. I really want to get a better VTuber model because I just totally like did the fist pump in the air thing and I want that to show up on my model. I know. Little things that don't matter, but they make me happy. I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm looking at my model right now, and like you can see I'm moving around my head. Yeah, he moves with me, but I want to get a better one that moves more, you know? I know, it's weird. Yeah, see, I'm more of the like I don't squee or anything, but like I'll silently be excited, like I'll kick my feet or get all like bouncy. Hey Toast, how's it going? I hope you're doing well. Hey, Tear. I'm so happy. I did it. Tear, I did it. Papa, I did it. Oh yeah, her dad's like disappeared or something. Cause yeah, we didn't get to see the very beginning this time. But yeah, and understand how Tyr and I first. Oh, wait a minute. I guess. Okay, so it was a new game. I was thinking of this part where it shows the very, very beginning. Okay, so yeah, it was a new game then. I was thinking, yeah, A Tale of a Fairy and a Girl. But how are you doing, Toast? Let's see. Yep. Calendar says it's been 3 months since Papa left. I don't get why he suddenly said, I'm gonna be a hero. And then he took off without saying when he would be back. Oh my gosh. So Dad just woke up and is like, peace. Going to get the milk. I just stepped out of the shower and I'm already sweating. Yeah, that. Okay, as someone who lives in Los Angeles, I feel that. Yeah, like I'll totally get out of the shower. I'll have just done all my skincare stuff and everything, and then I'm all sweaty again within like 5 minutes. And yeah, it's bad. And like I'm pretty light skinned, so I wear sunscreen most days. And I don't know, for those of you that don't know, when you sweat, that sunscreen melts off, and sometimes it'll get in your eyes and all kinds of stuff, and it sucks. But yeah. Yeah, I'm one of those people who sweats really, really easy. I've always been that way. So after I get out of the shower, I have to wait like a little bit to actually get dressed. And yeah, it's a pain. I really hope he's okay. I'm getting lonely. So I think we're talking about her papa still. Yeah, I totally feel that. Hating on summer. I mean, I like summer. It's pretty outside and everything. But it is warm. And most days here in LA, it's like high 80s to like high 90s sometimes. However, it's not super humid here, which is a plus. Okay, have a great day at work, Kenny. Have fun. I will be streaming more lately. Never mind. Lately? Sorry. I will probably be streaming more later. I'm really trying to stream and record more. I was thinking about doing a recording session today, actually, and streaming the recording session. But I just didn't, because I didn't have everything prepared, and I was kind of up in the air about what script I wanted to do. I want to do the part 2 to that vampire one. Oh gosh, I love it so much. I forget who originally did it that I heard. It was somebody really good. It was done by a female who made that one, and the story goes on for a while, but I want to do the rest of that one. And I also want to do I don't know if you guys have heard it's a script that's been around for a while, and a lot of the good VAs on YouTube have done it. A lot of the really good ones have done it, and a lot of them are still like in the middle of doing it because it's a very long one. Kind of like the demon one that I did. Oh my gosh, what is his name? Ramses. Yeah. I think it was Ramses. Rami. My bad. But yeah, the demon. I love that one so much, and I really hope that the writer writes more of that, because it was just so beautiful. And I did a lot of ad-libbing, and I kind of made that character my own. That was the first character that I really kind of like just took and made it my own when I did the voice acting. And I had so much fun with it. Like, I loved Remy. And I kind of miss doing that one. Yeah. Oh my gosh, what was I saying right now? What was I saying? What was I saying? What was I saying? What was I saying? Oh yeah, okay. About scripts that I wanted to do. I want to do the rest of that story with the vampire hunter and the vampire spouses reuniting. The second one is actually really good, and it goes into like insecurities and stuff like that, and it's just really cute, the whole story. And it was heartwarming when I first heard it, and I loved it. There's also one, oh, that's what I was getting at. There's this script. It's a very long script. I think it's like 10 episodes long or something like that. And they're not short episodes either. It's called The Vampire Soiree. I'm sure those of you who've been in this space, in the ASMR RP space, have probably heard it before. It's where a vampire and a vampire hunter who are like rivals. Really? I don't know if I remember that one. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to remember the writer's name, and I should remember her because I've talked to her several times, and she's very cool. Why can't I remember her name? Esme Jones. That's it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Esme, if you're out there. I do remember your name, and I think of you all the time, actually. But yeah, I will look that up. I'm going to try finding that, because I have a huge thing for Onis and demons, and I just have a huge thing for demons and angels as well, but not as much. I actually have a demon story that I myself have been working on for for years. It's kind of been developing, and every once in a while I'll take out notebooks and I'll start writing notes about it, because I have ideas of where I wanted to go with it, but I've never actually scripted it all out. And there's a lot of twists and turns in the story that I have in my head, and it's just such a cool story. It's about a demon who isn't a very good demon. I think that's kind of a trend in the demon stories that I like. They're not very good at being demons, but yeah, like a warm-hearted demon. But one of the main things that I thought of in the demon story that's in my head that I've been writing is, for those of you, okay, I'm gonna get very like into literature and stuff, because that I majored in English Lit, and yes, I've done absolutely nothing with it, and I'm terrible. I'm a terrible person, but it's one of my hugest passions in life. If any of you have read, it's an old story. It's an epic poem, kind of. It's called Paradise Lost by John Milton. And he talks about what happens after the war between heaven and hell, after Lucifer challenged God and Lucifer and all his friends fell down. I say friends very lightly because he's not a very good friend, but they say what happens after that. And Milton's idea of what happened in that time is all of the demons kind of became the pagan gods. And so all the gods that you hear about in mythology are actually demons who were like kind of going around the world looking for people to worship them and looking for a place, you know? And I just always thought that was such a neat idea. And I thought of this demon who is, like I said, not very good at being a demon. And he is a trickster. And if any of you know mythology, like particularly Norse mythology, with Loki. I know a lot of people know the story of Loki nowadays because it's been done quite a few times in media recently. But Loki, he's smart and cunning, but he's also not too smart. Like, he does some very, very stupid things and makes mistakes. And, like, he kind of tries to do the right thing, but he just gets tempted by other things. And he also gets very hurt when people are not nice to him, and then he tries to get revenge on them. And that's kind of the story that I'm going for. Like, the demon that I have in mind, he's a trickster, and he's also kind of very immature and trying to do the right thing, but everything always ends up failing because he doesn't handle himself very well. And also, other people kind of take advantage of him too. And yeah, but anyways, I'm rambling now. Anyway, so I have a story about a demon that I've created in my head. And like, he's not just one trickster either. Like, he'll go and he'll be like, he was Loki, and then he also is Anansi, and he also is like just other trickster gods from the different mythologies. Oh yeah, that's actually a thing that has been touched on also. The Loki sounding like low key, like he's hiding something. If any of you have read American Gods by Neil Gaiman, there is a huge part of that where the main character, Shadow, he's in jail, and one of his friends in jail is Loki Lysmith. And it's thought that his name, like his nickname, is just low key because he's just a low key guy, but no, he's actually Loki. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Envious of Thor, kind of. But also, if you look at some of the old Norse stories, like, yeah, he's envious of him, but he also wants to impress him. He wants to be like best buddies with his brother, even though they're not real brothers. But he's also kind of not quite in the club, and Thor sees him as kind of beneath him, and it comes up a lot. And yeah. But yeah, so if any of you know, I mentioned Anansi. He's the trickster god. I can't remember if it's from Africa or from like a Haitian like culture, but yeah, he's the spider. And he's the trickster who constantly goes around playing tricks on the other gods and kind of getting one over on them. There's also a thing where he's kind of the new way, because in the old world, back when things were primal, the lion and the other big, strong animals would win out because strength ruled over all in the beginning. But then brains started meaning a little bit more, and he conquered all those strong and cruel gods, and he was kind of on the side of humanity. Like, he was taking the power for the humans from those super strong gods. And yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah, Werewolf Bride, you're absolutely right. And that always kind of fascinated me. Like, he's powerful and he has his own powers and everything, but he also is like a little boy who's just trying to be accepted. And then when they never do accept him, he gets a little butthurt and he causes Ragnarok, which come on, petulant child just being like, okay, you guys don't want me, screw you then. And then ending the whole world. But yeah, I've always loved mythology and stories about the gods and all of that. And yeah. Thank you, Skylar. Yes, I know I'm rambling about some of my hyperfixations. Mythology is one of my many hyperfixations. And I actually count the Bible as mythology. Like, I am not trying to offend anyone. I'm just not a religious person at all. But I do love the stories. And I take the stories as like literature and kind of analyze them. I know that's a little bit strange and it might offend some people, but I'm really not trying to offend anybody. I'm not bashing anything, but I pick them apart a lot. But yeah. Anyways, what I was getting at is I have this idea that I've been working on, and I started working on it a little bit more seriously this past year. I've kind of had this idea since I was like a teenager, so it's been kicking around in my head quite a while. Yeah, the idea of a demon who's kind of like, he's a demon and he has powers and he also just wants to be accepted. He wants to be worshipped like a god and all that, but it doesn't quite work out for him. And he wants to be a good guy, but it doesn't quite work out for him. And it's kind of like Remy is. Like Remy, he's trying really hard to be a good guy, but he's also a demon, and he's kind of like the screw up of the demons too. And it was just such a cool story. That's why it spoke to me so much. But yes, also Werewolf Bride, I don't know if you were here when I mentioned it. I was having a lot of trouble seeing the Twitch chat a while ago, so I'm really, really sorry that I missed some of your things. But yeah, I'm here now, and I see all the chat now, and yes. I love anime too, Skylar. I do very much fixate on anime. Right now, I have a habit of liking just the really silly animes that like are just kind of brain rot and just turn it on and it's just silly joke after silly joke after silly joke. Right now I really like oh my gosh. I'll think of it. Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. And that anime cracks me up so much. Toast, I feel you. I have so many ideas that I feel like I'm a bad person because I have these ideas and then they don't really come to fruition because I'm just really bad at follow through and all that. Oh, I know streamers aren't expected to constantly look at it, but I always try my best to acknowledge everybody who sees me, acknowledge every comment that I get, and just I want to make everybody feel like they're special to me and I'm paying attention to all of you, because all of you make my day so much better just by you guys just you tell me that you like my work and stuff like that and that you like just hanging out with me, and it it's just so special to me and gets me happy and absolutely makes my day when I know that what I'm doing is a positive thing for some people. And yeah. So I want to in turn let all of you know that I love seeing you guys around and all that. Oh my gosh, Full Metal Panic. That is an oldie but a goodie. That is like one of the first animes that I ever watched. Yeah, I love it. And the time I got reincarnated as a slime, that was a webcomic first, I believe. Because I think I read some of it. I also watched the serious ones too. Lately, I've been watching some of the old Gundam, like the Mobile Suit Gundam, like back from the late 70s. I didn't realize that it was that old, but yeah. Oh gosh, Inuyasha. That Inuyasha is like my favorite anime ever. It was one of the first really serious ones that I watched, and that I watched seriously. Like, I watched every episode. I think that and Cowboy Bebop were the era where I was seriously getting into anime, and I realized how much of a total nerd I was. But yeah, if you look at any of my characters, I think Inuyasha kind of bleeds into my headcanon, because they got the big white hair, and like powerful beings who are kind of bratty and have big white hair are my favorite. Like, yeah. I did not watch Yashahime. I want to. I just never watched it. Toast, I know you told me about Evangelion before, and I want to watch it. I keep meaning to, and I know it only has like, I think like 15 episodes or something like that, so I should just binge it, but I just haven't had the chance to. That, and I want to watch Spy Family also. I'm trying to convince my little girl to watch Spy Family with me, because it's one that is really neat and it's kind of kid friendly. But yeah. Oh my god, Sesshomaru had twin daughters? Oh, I kind of feel sorry for Sesshomaru's children, but I also feel sorry for anybody who comes in contact with Sesshomaru's children, because you know they're probably going to be evil. Like, Sesshomaru is just so amazing and evil and scary, because he just, yeah. Who, the mom of Sesshomaru's children? Oh my gosh. I forget. There was a little girl who was with Sesshomaru, and I cannot remember. But yeah, I've been wanting to start Spy Family, but my daughter is 10, and I'm really trying to get her to watch something together with me. Yes, Rin, that is her name. Okay. Because she's at the age right now where she's starting to like ditch me for all of her friends. Like, I say, baby, come on, let's go do something. She's like, no, I'm gonna call my friend right now. And I'm like, all right, okay. Like, don't want to stop you from doing that, but also want you to be with me instead. I know, the joys of being a parent. Yeah. I have not watched Arcane. I played a little bit of League of Legends back years ago now. And it was so dang toxic. And I think the toxicity that was in League of Legends kind of scared me off of watching Arcane. I know that's kind of dumb, but yeah. I hear it's really good though. Okay, Sesshomaru and Rin was canon, but she was so little. So I'm hoping that there was a bunch of time in between where she grew up. I'm hoping, please. Yeah. Yeah. But Toast, what did you think of Arcane? Well, obviously you sat and binged it, so you liked it. But yeah. Okay, good. Well, I asked that because I know there are some anime that get a little weird in that sense. So, yeah, that's the only reason I was asking. I do want to watch Arcane. Arcane, that's the one with Jinx, right? Or am I thinking of wrong one? Oh, you haven't played the game? I, a lot of people really like it, but I ran into a lot of toxicity in the game. Well, MOBAs in general, I ran into a lot of toxicity. Like, I used to play Heroes of the Storm a lot. Like, I would get home from work or home from school and just log into Heroes of the Storm and be there for hours. But Heroes of the Storm, it's like the Blizzard MOBA that they have characters from WoW. Yes, I was a huge WoW head back far, and I'm ancient, guys. I'm ancient. Yeah, I'm showing my age when I talk about some of the games that I was really into and stuff. And some of the anime that I watched a lot of. But that's okay. I guess the world keeps spinning. And yeah. I never tried Valorant. Um People say it's good, but people also say there's a lot of toxicity. I think in a lot of multiplayer games there's a lot of toxicity. I used to be really into Overwatch too. um I loved playing Overwatch, but I also got in a lot of arguments playing Overwatch because I would try really hard to play the characters kind of how they were supposed to be played, but also kind of think of innovative ways to play them. And one character that I really loved playing, which he wasn't very popular. Like, people liked playing the other tanks a lot more, but I loved playing Winston. Just because I loved that style of tank. Like, you just dive into the middle of a fight and then just start wailing on everybody and shooting the electricity everywhere. And I love doing it so much. And people would get mad at me. They'd say, "Why are you going ahead of everybody?" And I would explain to them, because I don't know how people didn't know this, because it was kind of common knowledge, but it's my job to jump in the middle, and then they turn around and face me to try and get me, and you guys are behind their backs, and just bam, you guys get them. Why? No, I don't want cheap viewers. I don't want... Sorry. I'm putting this person on my block list. Sorry, that interrupted things, but I don't like it when people spam stuff or anything like that. We're not old, we're vintage, retro even. Yeah, I guess you could call it that. Um, I actually just had a birthday recently. Um, some of you know how old I am. I'm just gonna put it out there. I just turned 40, and it makes me very, very sad. Yeah, I'm like, it just hit me the last few weeks. I'm like, wow, I'm 40. And yeah, it, I feel ancient. I know you just said vintage, but I feel very, very old. But I honestly, I act younger than a lot of people my age. Like, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing anymore, but it's just me, and I've learned to accept it. That's why I will. I'm very into VTubing and stuff like that, and a lot of people I talk to who are my age are like, huh? And what's really funny is I know because I spend a lot of time on the internet. Because I spend a lot of time on the internet, excuse me. Sorry, my throat's acting up. Because I spend a lot of time on the internet, I know all the like Gen Z and Gen Alpha lingo. So my daughter is talking to her friends, and I'll like respond to some of the stuff that she and her friends say. She's like, "How do you know what that means?" And she's like looking at me like amazed, like I am some anomaly. Like, "Dad, you're not supposed to know what that means." And it's just fun. See, that is wonderful. Still getting mistaken for a teenager. See, my mom's like that. Like, my mom, probably until she was about like 50, when I would go places with my mom, they would think that her and I were dating because she just looks really young. And yeah. Toast, you're not young and immature. Well, you're young, but I don't find you as immature. But yeah. But yeah, I would get so embarrassed going places with my mom when I was like younger. And like I would be like a teenager, like late teens, and people would call her my girlfriend, and I'm like, no, 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 that's my mom, dude. That's my mom. Oh no. Yeah, it. See, that's good, Voodoo, because that means that you're gonna look young for most of your life, and that's very good. Like everybody wants that, you know? Oh no. Yeah, it. You're like, hold on, let me go get my dad. He's out in the car. And the person at the counter is probably like, what, you don't drive yourself? So that probably made it even better. But yeah, I used to look pretty young as well, but yeah. It's really fun being on here and talking with you all again. Like, it seriously made my day. Oh. Yeah, still funny though. So, yeah. You know what? While we're here, let me ask, what other types of stories do you guys want to see? Because I have on my list, I have a few of them. There was a kind of Yandere Kitsune. I think it was written by Yankon. If you guys know some of the script writers in the space, Yankon writes a lot of really good ones. Um, See, that's so cool. Having parents who look and act young, I think is great and like makes, I don't know. I feel like cuz I try to do stuff with my kids and try to like cuz I look fairly young, not like teenager-ish, but I also, like I said, I act fairly young, so I do a lot of stuff with my kids and I try to like be active in places that they are and stuff and try to have good relationships with them because I know with my parents it was when I was growing up, it kind of was the parents are the parents. The parents are not your friends. The parents do not exist in your like hobby spaces and stuff like that. And it kind of sucks because it creates like a lot of distance, I think. And I used to see a lot of my friends that they were close with their parents and their parents would do things with them. Like I had a friend whose dad, like they had like a jam band together and stuff like that. I had some other friends whose dad would go places with them and who would like do some of their hobbies with them and stuff and like build models and stuff like that. My parents never had, they were never in any of my spaces when I was younger and wouldn't really go to events with me and stuff like that. And I kind of try to be the opposite of that. Like I try to get involved and enjoy things that a lot of people my age wouldn't and try to be closer to my kids than my parents were to me. I know that's maybe kind of weird, but oh well. Aw. Yeah, see, that's always a good thing. Like it always makes you feel good when people do that too. Like, wait, you're what? No, you're 22. You got to be like 22. You know, it makes you feel pretty good, not going to lie. Been listening to more Yandere stuff. I really like the Yandere stuff also. Um oh my gosh, I heard this one werewolf and it was the boss who they're interviewing with, like they had they had been friends when they were like a lot younger and they both had this picture that they had written on the back of. This was an ASMR that I was listening to, by the way. The listener and the speaker both had this picture of them when they were kids, and they wrote on the back of it like a pact that they would be together when they were older, and it was really, really cute. But they didn't recognize each other at first, and then walking by each other's desk, like I forget if it was on the boss's desk or on the listener's desk, but the picture was just there. And gosh, either the boss or the listener recognized the picture and they're like, how do you have that picture? And then it's them and it's like, I've been looking for you for like 10 years, blah, blah, blah. And it was just really adorable. I love that one. But it wasn't, They called it yandere, I guess, because they've been holding on to the love for so long, but it wasn't really yandere. Um, the yandere one that I really liked was, oh gosh, I'm sorry. I need a little bit of water. My allergies has been acting up, and it's weird. I've had allergies all my life, but it's usually in my nose and I'll be sniffing all the time. But lately, the past couple of years, I've had like my throat. It's like a buildup in my throat all the time. Yeah, I'm also one of those people who's allergic to like everything. Like I had hay fever or like nasal allergies really bad when I was younger. And they did one of those scratch tests. Like, I don't know if you guys are familiar here in the States, at least. I don't know how they do it in other countries, but they used to when I was a kid, and this might be dating myself again. Well, I already told you guys how old I am, but they would take a like a sheet that would go on your back, and they would take a needle and they would scrape you, like scrape your skin, and put some of the allergen into the cut, and you would see if it swelled up or not, so that you would know how many like what things exactly you were allergic to, so you could know what to stay away from. When they did it for me, like, it's like hundreds of little scratch marks on your back. Most of the things swelled up. So I am allergic to most things. I know, it's horrible. But yeah, I did all that stuff when I was little. I used to get allergy shots and all that stuff, and of course it didn't really do much. Like, I've been fighting allergies since as long as I can remember. But anyway, what I was getting at is lately I've had like a frog in my throat like all the time, and the doctors say that it's just from allergies and there's not much to be done. So it's really frustrating. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we are thinking of the same script. Um, but ooh, the Yandere one that I was mentioning, it's a this is another one that most a lot of the really big VAs have done it. It was the speaker is a kitsune, and the listener is a mage who is looking for a kitsune familiar. And it unfolds as the kitsune finds the listener and realizes that they are the reincarnation of their old master. And they're like so happy and reunited, and it feels so good. But yeah, anyway, they're so happy that they're reunited and everything. And then the mage starts talking about getting other familiars. And the speaker, the kitsune, is like, what? No, you're not. So they fudge the contract and make it so that the mage becomes the kitsune's familiar instead. So they're like, I'm in charge now, you know? I've always loved that script. But yeah, and that Yandere one was just so cool. I like the Yandere ones where there's like a little twist or like a little kind of unexpected unfolding. Ah, yes, the most romantic thing ever. Here, have a water. And then later you wake up in a dingy bed with them telling you the story. I know, some of the stuff is scary and horrible, but the ASMRs are really fun to listen to. Oh yeah. Um there's actually another script that was by Esme as well. It's like it's a dragon who's like he's a dragon king who's kind of gone insane and wants to he was overthrown by a sibling of his, and I think or all of his siblings, but they the listener is a mage that is trapped down there in the dungeon with them, and I say them because I think it's an A for A script, like it could be done as either male or female, which I love the A for A ones. But they find a way to break out of the dungeon, and then they're going to get revenge, and it's a really long series as well. Esme writes such cool long drawn out series. But I think that's the one you're talking about, the Werewolf Bride. I think the one where the dragon's taking revenge on a kingdom. Oh, I love werewolves, Voodoo. I absolutely love werewolves. And I have a few werewolfy... You know what? Actually, I don't. Which is funny because I really like the idea of demi-humans and not quite humans. And, of course, having fluffy ears and a tail with my human features. Yes, I love it. But I know, I'm weird. I'm a nerd, and yes. Okay. Maybe that is a different story then. They want to take revenge over something centuries ago. Okay. But yeah, there's quite a few stories like that. I've done a few dragon ones as well. I also had the idea for this dragon one. I think the idea might have been done before, but I really like this idea. A dragon, like, kidnapping a royal listener or whatever. But the dragon doesn't really want to kidnap them. And they're just kidnapping them because it's like a... It's like a coming of age rite of passage for a dragon. Like, you have to kidnap a prince or princess in order to prove that you are an adult dragon. And the parents are making the dragon do it, but the dragon really doesn't want to. I thought that would be such a neat idea for a script. Like, the dragon being like, just shut up. I'm not going to hurt you. I just have to kidnap you. The Trash Panda. You know what? There's a few that I know of called Trash Panda. There's Trash Panda, there's The Trash Panda, there's a few VAs that go by kind of the same name. Ooh, that's cool. Helpful werewolf guides you through the forest. I like that idea. Oh, but sorry, I keep getting sidetracked. I am really terrible about staying on topic and getting sidetracked. It's my ADD. I apologize. I very much apologize, but also don't apologize because I'm all over the place. That's just me. And I apologize for being a little hard to follow sometimes, but I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. One of the other ones that I really wanted to do was the Mad King. You know what? I actually have done the first like 2 or 3 of them. The Mad Dragon King. I think it's called the Mad King or the Mad Dragon King or something like that. But it's on my channel. And I had a lot of fun doing those. I want to finish it. But there was one that's by... Oh my gosh. Now I can't remember who it was. But it's the listener is like a new bounty hunter, and the speaker is kind of an older bounty hunter that finds them and at first tricks them and steals from them, but then comes in contact with them later on, and they end up becoming like the listener's mentor and all that. And then come to find out the speaker is actually a big screw up and they're not really this super good bounty hunter. Um, but yeah, and it's a, oh my gosh, I can't remember what it was called. You guys have probably heard it because it's been done quite a few times. I think I don't know if you guys listen to the female voice ASMR a lot, but Dreamy did it. Vanilla Velvet did it. There's a few others that did it, and I know a few male voices have done it as well. But I've always wanted to do that one. I've kind of stayed away from the really epic ones that I've really wanted to do for a while because I'm just afraid of messing them up. And also my production and oh, what do you call it? Not continuity, but like consistency. That's it. Consistency. We know words. Yes. My consistency has been absolutely terrible. And I'm trying to get better. I'm going to get better because I'm taking a lot of steps to do it. I've been kind of like journaling schedules and thinking about how to organize things because I am a very, very disorganized person. And sometimes with that, I need a little help. And I'm kind of starting to admit that to myself. But yeah, um, I'm trying to get back on track with this whole thing. And yeah. But there's that bounty hunter one. You know what? I'm going to file, display. Um, I'm trying to find a way to save this game. Um, you know what? Let's just quit it and I'll start again soon. But yeah. Let me go to just chatting. Yay. And open up VTube. Okay. And oh, whoops. Let's move. Why is this so off center? There we go. There. Okay, now we're not cutting off the top of the ears or anything. Okay, I will be right back. Okay, I am back. I apologies. Okay. Wait, why is it? Am I paused? Am I. Am I frozen? I hope I'm not frozen. Open chat. Haha. Oh, okay. I did not see a lot of this chat because I think I was frozen. Um, I apologize. Um, ooh, yes, you're right. Toast. I really want to see more of the like where the speaker is in the position of like a captive or something like that. Um, yeah, I know that says a little something about me that I like playing that part. I'm sorry, I'm not going to deny it. I apologize. I'm I know a lot of ASMR people and RP people are more on the let's say dominant side. I am not. So, yeah. Let's just leave it there. Um uh, yes. Um that I know there's a few that are like what you just said. The where the listener is. Oh no, the speaker's the vampire hunter. Okay, okay, cool. Um, ooh, I will have to check that one out. We'll have to find it. um, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I want to do a lot more of those type of scripts, and there were a few times I actually did a one where the speaker or one where the listener is Yandere, and I had a lot of fun with those ones. And like the one that you wrote, Toast, the Yandere one is just amazing. Oh shit. My bad. Yeah, I should probably create a separate Reddit account, but oh well. Sorry. Reddit is where we go to be degenerates. I am sorry. Yeah. But yeah, sorry I had to step away there. I had to get something to eat because I just realized I didn't eat anything all day today. So now I have fruit with some chili. Fruit with chili and lime. But yeah. Oh no, not the Reddit. I know we said it a few seconds ago, but not the Reddit. But yeah, I want to let me see. Now I gotta know, if you follow me on Reddit, does it like show everything that I upvote and all that? Oh yeah. Werewolf Bride, I am right there with you. Yes, we are in good company here. I Sorry, not sorry. I like monster girls and I like monsters. I'm sorry, not sorry. But anyway, I'm just curious though. Toast, can you see everything that I upvote and all that? I Now I'm rethinking life choices. Going to ASMR Script Haven. And oh, hey, there's my post. Aww. Okay, maybe I'm a little weird, but I get a little sad when I make a post and I tag the scriptwriter, but then they don't say anything. I want the scriptwriter to say something. Praise me, please, please. Yeah, I know, I'm weird. You know what though? Sorry, not sorry, because this is kind of a weird space. So I think many people are a little weird. Hence, I don't use my real name on here. But yeah, as long as you're not harming anybody or anything, you do you, y'all. And I'll do me. What upgrade plan to remove branding? Oh, because it says restream on my thing. Well, I don't mind it. No, I'm not going to pay for all these subscription things. Everybody wants you to buy a subscription for everything lately. Okay, and I'm going to ask this, but no pressure. By no means am I pressuring or anything at all. Bye, Skylar. Have a good day. It was great seeing you here. Toast, are you going to write more of your Yandere script? Because it was so good, and that one, you made so many opportunities for me to play with sound effects and all that, and I love it. It's amazing. I also, Werewolf, I listen to quite a few where listener gets to be an echo, because I just want to be a cute animal boy with cute ears and have people like me for being cute. That's all. Is that so much to ask? I'm a simple person. I'm a very simple person. I want to be cute and have people praise me for it. Damn it. Sorry, like I said, I hadn't eaten anything all day. But yeah. And Werewolf Bride, I tend to like the ones where me as the listener is getting claimed or taken. Yes, I love it. I know, TMI for some people. But oh well. Oh my god, I love those ones. Okay, not gonna lie. The I like listening to comfort audios sometimes, like when I'm really stressed or just having a hard time. And there's been a few that I really, really love where it was listener is a demi human, like puppy or kitten or something like that, and living at a shelter, and very sweet lady or man comes to adopt them and then pamper them and take them in. And yes, those ones are very, very comforting to listen to. But yeah, like I said, I just want to be a cute animal boy and get attention. That's all. I know, I'm weird. Sorry. My chair is fighting me. I need to get a new chair, but new chairs, like especially like comfy, big comfy gamer chairs, super expensive nowadays. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I I really want to get a Secret Labs chair, but they're like $500 for a chair. Oh, see, that's really cute. Werewolf. Yeah. I like the ones where it's just like, domestic comfort. Like you get to imagine being a couple who's very in love with each other, and yeah, it yeah, I know, kind of saying something. It's kind of sad. We have to imagine that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm doing fine. I'm well adjusted. I'm all right. But yeah, I like comfort audios like that. I just do. I want to. Oh, that's what I wanted to look up. I wanted to look up the one who wrote the one that I put out yesterday or the day before. It was either yesterday or the day before. I can't remember now. But the writer who put it out, they're U/Organic Emerald. And I just really, really like that story. And I want to see. Yeah, they do. They have a lot of other ones too. Oh. They have a cyberpunk style script. Oh my gosh. Okay. I might be rating this writer's script, Ben, very soon. And yeah, I'm also trying to get back into the ASMR community because I haven't talked to a lot of my friends from there for quite a while. Um, because I've just been, like I was saying earlier, because of everything that's been going on, I fell off social media. I stopped talking to a lot of people that I talked to. And I want to get back to all the stuff that I was doing before and the stuff that made me feel happy and feel good about myself. Which is creating art and mainly creating these audios. Also other art too, like drawing and digital art. I love doing digital art. I always will. Even though I'm not that great at it, I love drawing and doing digital art. But okay, so I'm looking at the master list for this writer now. U/Organic Emerald. They have one it's Cyberpunk Smash and Grab, Merc Speaker, Netrunner Listener. Ooh, yeah. Cyberpunk Sci-Fi Supernatural Speaker, Faith in Metal. Interesting. What Lurks in the Void. Okay. And then they have the Reuniting with Your Lost Love Turned Vampire. I just fell in love with this story. Anyway, yeah. Gosh, excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. My throat is just bad today. I'm trying to remember that bounty hunter one. It was not Waterway Wordsmith. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, first of all, I'm saving Organic Emerald's list. And we're going to go to Scripthaven and then search for Bounty Hunter. Captured by Bounty Hunter. Dying with the Bounty Hunter. Okay, this is it. This is the one. Golden Proxy. Yes. I don't know how I forgot Golden Proxy's name, but I guess I forgot Golden Proxy's name for a little while. Golden Proxy writes some amazing epic scripts that I have always just loved. Oh, wow. This script was done 2 years ago? Okay. So I am going to save Golden Proxy's master list. How do I save this master list? How do I bookmark it? I'm going to figure this out. How do I bookmark it? Let me see. I just want to save it. Copy link, more actions, share, download folder information. How do I save this? I don't want to download. Okay. Does anyone know how to use Google Drive better than I do? Ooh. Okay. I know that one. I know that one. Oh my gosh, what's her name? Yubi. She's one of the bigger VAs that's been around here for quite a while. She did this amazing one with like a very, very angry bodyguard who was coming to kill this weapon maker. And she used to be the weapon maker's bodyguard. and she was like madly in love with him, and he was madly in love with her, I think, but they kind of danced around the subject from what I remember. I think they never actually did anything before this, but I think the listener like fired them to keep them out of danger or something like that. But then they had a contract for the speaker, and or no, they had a contract for the listener. I'm sorry. But I loved that story. I heard Yubi do it, and I believe Nightshade Queen did it as well. Nightshade Queen is one of my favorites also. She Shout out to Nightshade Queen because I've been listening to her forever, and she was actually one of the first people who showed up in my comments and talked to me and kind of helped me get started in all this, and told me that I actually had some kind of talent for it. So yeah, she like totally boosted my ego in a good way and gave me the confidence to do more of the ASMR stuff. Anyway, sorry for getting sidetracked again. um yeah. They fired them to protect them, and then they were designing this like super crazy weapon, and that was why the hit person / bodyguard was coming after them. Yeah. That is one of my favorite ones too. Sorry, I say one of my favorite for like every single one of them that we're bringing up. I have a lot of favorites. Like I have a lot of very, very positive and very strong opinions about a lot of these stories. I'm a story nerd, always have been, and that's something that I am. Do any of you guys know? This is going to sound really weird because I think I should know how to do this. How to save some things onto your Google Drive. How to save some things that are actually somebody else's onto your Google Drive. Because these aren't my files, but they're on a Google Drive, and I want to save them so that I don't forget about them onto my own Google Drive. I don't know what I'm doing. Excuse me again. Yes, so we are in good company. We have very strong opinions about all of these things. How do I do this? I don't want to download it. Wait. Add shortcut. Okay, maybe. Okay. I think I got it. Whoops. It's trying to save it in... It's trying to save it in a folder with my audio sound effects chains that I had. Let me see. How do I do it? But yeah, for those of you that are just coming in or whatever, the one I'm looking at right now, it's Golden Proxy and the Bounty Hunter script. Confessing feelings. I don't know where the... Hold on. Sci-fi general? Yeah, I think it's just called Bounty Hunter series by Golden Proxy. Yep. That's it. Oh, okay. I think I get it. Add to starred. There we go. Go to organize and add to starred. I'm going to change it to orange because orange is my favorite color. Kind of. I don't know if I have a favorite color, but I really like orange and red-ish. Um, excuse me again. Yeah. Okay. So I found a way to star it. Okay, now organize. I'm just going to save all of Golden Proxy scripts to my Google Drive. Well, yes, there we go. Yay. Okay. Ooh, here's. Sorry, I have some of my role playing games in here, like like pen and paper role playing games in my Google Drive that I actually forgot about because I tend to buy um role playing games like pen and paper role playing game stories and like campaigns that look really fun to play, and then I save them, but then I don't do anything with them. And there's this one I actually bought it on Kickstarter recently, and it's really cool. I haven't gotten a chance to play it yet, but I've read through a lot of it. It's called Kaiju Warfront, and it was on Kickstarter. It was like, I think like $15 or $16 or something for the whole game. But I have all the files here, and it's so cool. And I've been wanting to. There's a lot of artwork that goes with it too, and I've been thinking of going to like Staples or something and printing it all out on cardstock and just making it really cool. And yeah, I have a thing for RPGs and role playing stuff. I've been getting more into D&D over the past couple of years and stuff like that, and I love RP games. It's so fun. Oh, Werewolf Mafia Boss. Okay, there was a Werewolf Mafia Boss one that Vanilla Velvet did, and it was really really good. Um, and then there was another one that Dreamy did, Dreamy VA, and I think Dreamy actually wrote that one. It was about a werewolf and vampire mafia families, and you have to kind of find a way to help them make peace with each other and all that. And yeah, and you're kidnapped by the werewolf mafia boss lady, and she's kind of scary, but I don't know, like I say, if she doesn't scare you just a little bit, she's not the one. I know, I'm weird. But yeah. Okay. Now, I actually am. Where's. Sorry, moving the microphone around. Ooh. Um, I think that might have been an A for A one because I'm pretty sure that sounds like the one that Vanilla Velvet did. Um, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because okay. Sorry. why is my why is my VTuber model asleep? I don't understand. Is it frozen? Anyway, yeah. Um Oh, that's cute. So the mafia boss is like, "Thank you for saving me. I'm gonna buy you some clothes because your clothes ain't working for you, girl." I'm just imagining the conversation like, "Yeah, you saved me and I want to thank you. Your clothes are kind of ugly. Let me help you out here." I could see somebody saying that to me. He was getting attracted. Is that like, okay, I know that was probably a typo that you made, Werewolf, but it's like a mashup between attracted and attached. And I think it works. It works. Attracted and attached. That's okay. We all make little mistakes and typos and stuff like that. Um, I am going to be cutting the stream pretty soon because I do have some stuff that I have to do before picking up the kids, and yeah. Um, but there will be more streams to come. I swear. I promise. I I am going to get better at this scheduling stuff and organizing stuff. Um, I actually, this is kind of weird. Okay, don't bite my head off, anybody, but I mess around with Chat GTP a little bit, and I'm not doing it to create art or sell anything or anything like that. But I have been asking Chat GTP about advice for organizing and scheduling and helping myself stay on task. And it has been working somewhat. And apparently, ChatGTP can do a lot more things than I thought it would. Like, I was talking about what I needed for a schedule, and the AI starts asking me, well, what how many hours do you want to spend per week working on this? How many hours do you want to spend per day working on it? What time frame do you have? What do you have available? What's comfortable for you? And it was like going in depth, and I never knew that the AI was this like in depth. And then I explained like, yeah, the kids are at school from this time to this time, and I want to spend like about 20 hours a week working on my stuff. And sure enough, the AI went and broke up my time and like a made up a PDF sheet with like a schedule and times and everything. And I'm like, huh? You can do that? But yeah, so I've been kind of starting to experiment with different ways to schedule so that it's not all on my shoulders. Um, because sometimes I get overwhelmed with it, and yeah, I know at this point in my life I should be able to handle things like that, but I have a hard time with it. I always have. Um, it was hard when I was in school and in college, and it's still hard now. But anyway, I am going to be cutting the stream. I may even be back later this afternoon. I'm not positive. But definitely um, some more streaming and possibly a recording stream if I can get everything organized by next week. Yes. So, anyway, I want to thank everyone for being here and everyone for spending time with me and just being all around amazing people. You all are awesome. And I appreciate all of it. Uh, just you all being here with me is just, it brightens up my day. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Those that have left already, thank you too. I appreciate you also. Um, yeah. But anyway, I got to go to possibly do a short workout, and then I got to go to Trader Joe's and do a few other things and start on dinner. But anyway, I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Everyone, have a good day. I'm sorry for being repetitive and being being unorganized and stuff, but hey, I'm here and yeah. Have a good day, evening, weekend, everyone. See you, Space Cowboy.